Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, Mature Racing Club bringing you Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League. Again, round 9 this week, live from Brands Hatch. You can see the great big trucks on the screen there. That's the Team Oliver boys, that's what they do. Team Oliver Racing, they race the trucks, and great big gnarly things they are too, maniacs. So big shout out to the sponsors, Stuart and Michael over there. Big shout out to CJ, he's running Pro Am Lobby over on Twitch. Get yourselves over there. Big shout out to the boys at Digital Car Culture as well. And the boys over at Mature Racing Club. Stop it, phone. Alright, let's get ourselves on and have a look at some scores then. So still out front is TNR Philo in first with 275 points. NRT Bobby into second, 246. Potter McPot in third with 242, nothing in it between second and third then. Jambo fourth, 214 points for him. Ben Cosgrove fifth, 211 points. Again, everything to play for still. Fat Pickles Bro in sixth on 150 points. We've got Surfer Ev in seventh with 130 points. Just 3 points back from him is CRT Miggins in eighth with 127. Another 2 points back from him is Purzel in ninth with 125. Another 4 points back is Full Send 87 with 10 points. If we just lose that one. George Marge in 11th then, 119 points, still in that fight. TRG Obi-Wan 12th, 103 points, not that far off. Millerman in 13th. He has got 99 points, so still within striking distance. We've got John Raz in 14th, 81 points. We've got Punani in 15th with 80 points. And who's that? P1 Tatey, 4 points. But I don't think we're going to see Tatey for the rest of the season. So that's points. Don't forget, I've still got merch available, people. T-shirts and stickers. If you want any of those, get hold of me. darksmoker@googlemail.com or hit me up on the Facebook page. All right, let's get into this one then. 50-minute enduro for you lot tonight. Brands Hatch full GP circuit. Let's just see who we've got in the lobby. Qualifying already started, but early on. So we've got lobby host Potter McPot, NRT Bobby, Ben Cosgrove, John Raz, CRT Millerman, Fat Pickles Bro, MGR Jambu, TRG Obi-Wan, Surfer Ev, TNR Philo, G Marge, and Punani. So 12 drivers on track. Oh, Purzel's just left the room, so we should have 13 drivers on track when Purzel re-enters. Right, let's go and have a look then. Let's see who. Stop it, pad. Do as you're told. Right, usual nonsense on for you lot. Okay, hot laps just coming in now then. Jambu going to be the first one to cross the line. He sticks himself a 121.2 in. Not necessarily going to hold that in the BMW. TNR Philo following teammates. Oh, Ben Cosgrove. Oh, Ben Cosgrove spinning it around. Philo then, he's got a 121.6, but Potter McPot slotted it into second, 121.605. A little bit quicker than Philo then. Ben Cosgrove fourth, even after that little spin. 122.2. Philo and Ben Cosgrove both driving for Digital Car Culture. Get yourselves over to Facebook, go click that like button. Fat Pickles Bro in 5th, he's got himself a 124.3. G Marge 6, a 124.6 for G Marge. Surfer Ever 133.1. CRT Millerman 127.8 at the minute. It looks like he's been off track, picked up a penalty or something because that lap not counting. TRG Obi-Wan. Little purple sector for him there, sitting in 9th at the minute. 140.7 his fastest. This is out lap. Is the force with you tonight, TRG Obi-Wan? Is it? So with a 50-minute enduro, it does change things up a little bit. Let's just run through the rest of this pack. Punani has got a 136.8. That's his outlap as well. John Raz a 127.0. With that one not counting. Will be just on his outlap. So got his pitch coming back. Here's Purcell joining the lobby. 13 drivers on track then. To put a hot lap in yet though for Purcell. Jambu then. Teammate and son from Purcell takes pole position for the time being. 121.2. So it's still the 15-minute quali. And then we're going to have a 10-minute break in between qualifying and the race, just to give the guys a bit of a break before this 50-minute enduro. Jambu on pole then. Philo is still second. He's gone a bit quicker as well. 121.4. See what he's got in this Ferrari. 121.3, so just a 10th back from Jambu. Right, let's have a little look through race regs for tonight. 50-minute endurance race, 9 o'clock at night. It says it's sunny, but you know, we'll see about that. Tyres for the race. You are only permitted to use one set of each tyre from racing soft, racing medium and racing hard, and you must use all 3 sets within the race. You can pit as many times as you like for fuel and repairs. So make sure you press no mandatory pit stops or pit window to be followed tonight, so you haven't got to wait till any particular lap to come in, but you've got to run all 3 of those compounds. So it can be a tricky track, Brands Hatch. It's a well-known, well-liked track, but you can see just on the outside of some of these turns there's not a lot of curbing, and a little wheel on the grass can have you spinning around backwards. Pot then pushed down to 30. He's gone a bit quicker himself. 121.595. Gives himself a 3rd place on the grid at the minute in that great big Corvette. Chucks himself in the pits. Oh no, he actually chucks himself into the wall. Picked up a shed load of damage for that slow entry smash into the wall there, Potter. Bobby then gets himself up into 4th, 121.6 in the Daft Punk Lamborghini. Obi-Wan then. Jedi Powers working here at Brands, 121.6. 5th place for him on the grid at the minute. Halfway through this qualifying session. Things can change. Ben Cosgrove then currently holding 6th, 122.2. Let's just stick with him and see what he's got. Goes quicker, 121.4. Chucks himself into 4th. Pushes Potter and Obi-Wan down a position. Purcell as well managed to get a hot lap in, 122.5, so he sticks himself in 7th. Surfer Ev 8th, 122.8. CRT Millerman in 10th, he's got himself a 123.0. Punani 11th in the McLaren 123.0. G margin, another McLaren 123.6. Fat Picklesbro currently sitting at the back of the grid at the minute, 124.3. Let's see what he's got though. Oh, there you go, there you go. That's the trouble here at Brands. A little tiny wheel on the... Oh, just caught Bobby out as well. A tiny wheel on the grass there. And sent Fat Pickles into the wall. Rear end damage for him. Damage is on heavy in these lobbies as well, so it does mean a trip to the pits to get that repaired as they all come in bumper to bumper. Okay, let's find ourselves... You, John Raz, take us for a lap. So along this start-finish straight. Track undulating. Hard on the brakes into Paddock Hill Bend. Got to be careful on the way out of this, not to run it into the sand. We saw Ben Cosgrove do that earlier and spin himself around. Hard on the brakes then into Druids. Back down the hill, heading down towards Graham Hill Bend. Again, got to be careful on the exit here, just not to run it too wide onto that grass. Not too bad on that plastic grating, but the grass will have you backwards in a second. So into Surtees, John Raz taking it very wide through there. And Cosgrove not giving him the benefit of the toe. So along the back straight, then down the hill under the bridge towards Hawthorns. The Mustang this season is John Raz. Got to be careful through Hawthorns. I don't know why I couldn't say that right. Again, a little bit wide through there, but picks himself up a penalty for the trouble. Into Dingle Dell then. This is where we saw Fat Pickles just stick himself backwards. Oh, has Purcell just done the same thing? Slows down to lose his penalty. Where's Purcell? Have you picked up a shocking load of damage? No. Managing to keep it out of the wall then, or just staying out of the way of John Raz as he was coming through. Okay. All right, we'll finish this lap off with Potter because we didn't see the end of that one. Literally at the end of the circuit anyway. We've just been through there, along this straight, down towards Clark Curve, and we're back onto this start-finish straight. But yeah, we will. Oh, we're not going to see a full lap. All right. Potlow, he sticks himself in a 121.0. Chucks himself in pole position. Sticks a fresh set of tyres on as well. Back out on track, looking for that faster lap. Pushes Jambu down then, 2 tenths quicker than Jambu. Philo still another 10th back. Bobby in that 4th spot, 121.3. Ben Cosgrove 5th, 121.4. TRG Obi-Wan, he's on a 121.6. Fat Pickles actually doing his fastest lap just then, 122.0. Purcell 8th, 122.2. Punani's got a 122.4. John Raz is on a 122.4 as well. CRT Millerman is a 122.5. Surfer Ev on a 122.6. Marge now sitting at the back of the grid at the minute, 123.6 for G Marge. A bit wide through there. Potter then looking to secure that pole position. Still got 2 tenths over Jambu. Jambu was sticking a 125.3 in that lap, maybe just preserving his tyres. for this lap. Let's see what he's got. Missed him through the first time in line. Got a little bit of a wait till the... Oh, there we go. He's up. Looking to go quicker than Potter at the minute. Still up. Jambu by 0.005 of a second. Absolutely nothing in it. Screaming Ferrari just going past the camera. Next time in line coming up. What have you got, Jambu? Are you going to stick it back on top spot? Oh, lost time. It's going to be his fastest, but unless he can make that time back up around this next turn, he's going to have to hold on to second. He does get to finish his next lap off, though. Still an opportunity. What have you got, Jambu? What do you do? It's 1:21.092. Brings him within farting distance of Potter. Potter's also still out on track, looking to get quicker. 1:21.0. He did go quicker, but 1:21.071. Sorry, no, it wasn't quicker. It's 1:21.071. His quickest is 1:21.067. What are your sector times saying, Potter? Slower. What have we got on Jambu? So 15-minute qualifying is over. Also down 0.2. Potter getting it wrong through Hawthorns, and into the wall he goes, picking up a shocking amount of damage. And that's that attempt at a fast lap done and done. Jambu almost half a second down on this lap. But Potter has got himself on that pole position. Just got to wait for the rest of these drivers to cross the line and hope that none of them go quick. Oh, as we say that, TNR Philo turns up and sticks a 1:20.996 in. Sneaky Philo every week, almost. Potter then gets pushed down to second right at the end of qualifying. Jambu third, Bobby fourth, Ben Cosgrove in fifth, Obi-Wan sixth. G-Marge gets himself up into seventh, 1:21.7. Fat Pickles eighth, Purzel ninth, Surfer Ev 10th, Punani 11th, John Raz 12th, and CRT Millerman in 13th. Also picking up damage there in the Mustang. Coming in to get that repaired. Pit crew going to have frowny faces. Sneaky Philo then taking pole right at the end, 1:20.996 on that lap 11. Sneaky Philo. Potter then sits in second position. Father-son team of Jambu Purzel playing bumper cars. Face off. Bobby camouflaged. Ben Cosgrove's handbrakes failed. So race is going to kick off at 20:55. Slightly different on the backs of your cars. Nice little shout out to Murray Walker on the back of TNR Philo's car. RIP Murray Walker. Don't worry, I know it says Jambu back on pole, but that's just because TNR Philo's got himself in the pits It does reset you and put you at the back of the pack. Jambu then practice starts. Bobby still camouflage. Everyone else still having a quick razz round. John Raz doing some donuts, trying to drift it through Druids. Yes, it was. Not quite getting the drift right for John. So, well, we've got a little second. Smash that back out there. I'll tell you what we've not looked at tonight. Where's you gone? There we go. We've not looked at the Archie's Journey thing. So the We Are Driven team, as you've just seen the video for. I don't know why I didn't put that up. We're still pushing Archie's Journey. We're still pushing the Bradley Lowry Foundation. So make sure you get yourselves over to Facebook. Click all those like buttons. Get yourselves on the We Are Driven page as well. Find out what we're up to. And then get yourselves over to www.justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's Journey and go and drop a little donation on there if you can. Thank you very much. Get ourselves back in this lobby. Couple of minutes left till race start then. Looks like John Raz getting Paddock Hill Bend a little bit wrong. Everyone just eagerly awaiting the start of this race then. Oh, a little bit too hard that time, John. Is that why you got it wrong in Paddock Hill? Were you trying to drift it through Paddock Hill Bend, you maniac? There we go, points out of 10 for that one then, people. Give it a solid 7. Slight messy on the exit, John. He's found his corner. He likes Graham Hill Bend for a bit of a drift. Let's see him give it another go. We're going to see something. It wasn't quite what we were expecting. Let's see if he gives Graham Hill Bend another go. Been scored here, John. I'll give that one a 7.5. Still a slightly messy exit, but it was a better drift in general. Ooh, 6. Surfer Ev. So driving the Corvette this season, himself and Potter. Don't know how the American tank handles. Perzel then, father and son team. with this being the father, Jambu being the son. Both driving the BMW this season. Perzel always rocking the Burkhardt livery as well. Burkhardt Photography, I believe it is. Where's Jambu? He's got a very similar livery, but it's more Star Wars themed this season. Screw the photography business. Hey, Jambu. Yeah. So race starts any second. What's Potter up to? Ghosting out. So already being chucked up in the chat. Philo gets himself back out on track then. Be interesting to see what happens tonight strategy wise. I mean, I don't know whether anyone's practiced a full 50 lap race, but we had an update yesterday which did change fuel consumption. So any practice they have done prior to this race, it's kind of gone in the bin really. Tyre wear stays the same, but fuel depletion. Yeah, G Marge. Where's G Marge? There he is. Here we go then. Round 9 of MRC's Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League. Sneaky Philo getting himself on pole position again here. Chrissy, evening. Pre-race drift show. Yeah, I was giving it some scores, Chrissy. I was giving it some scores. Nice to see you back, Chrissy. Been a long time. Here we go then. Philo on pole. Potter McPot second. Jambu in third. Bobby fourth. Ben Cosgrove in fifth. Let's watch them get away then. Revs going up, waiting for these lights to drop that we can't see, and they're away. Oh, it's not a great start from Jambu. Ben Cosgrove comes flying through. Bobby makes a move on the inside of Potter as well for that second place. Philo gets a great start. He's already pulling a bit of a lead. Oh, Potter, is that getting pushed wide? Yes, it is. Backwards he goes. I don't know who the contact was between, but it did look like he was side by side with a driver. Unfortunately, my replay feature doesn't work. So, where is Potter now? He's bound to be at the back of the pack. No, he's not. TRG Obi-Wan has got it wrong somewhere as well. He's spinning it round out of Paddock Hill Bend too. So he's now down at 13th. Potter McPot in 14th. 12th. He's pushed his way through to 11th though. Got past John Raz. Sorry, Chrissy. Get ourselves up front, see how much of a lead Philo managed to pull away. Potter then eager to make his way back through this pack. Long race, 50 minutes, so plenty of time to work his way back through the pack. Philo then in the Ferrari, already a second over NRT Bobby. Wheels on the grass, Bobby, where are you going? It's not picnic night tonight. Keeps it in a straight line, holds on to second. Ben Cosgrove, the second digital car culture driver, sitting in third. Got Jambu in fourth. G Marge tucked up behind his rear wing in fifth. Not making a move into Paddock Hill. A little bit wide there for Marge. Marge, keep it on the grey stuff, please. Sixth place for Surfer. We've got Perzel looking for that position as well. That's not the driver I wanted. This is the driver I wanted. So on board with Perzel then, looking at the back end of Surfer Ev. Through Surtees, can he get a good run up the back straight? Just 0.4 of a second in between these two. Great big beam of sunshine in your eyes as we look behind us, and no direct threat. Not able to make the move on Surfer Ev as they come into Hawthorns then. Right, let's run ourselves through front to back. Perzel, keep it on the grey stuff. We can't be doing that. Philo then What tyres is he on? He's on the mediums for his first stint. Got 2.4 second lead over Bob. Bob's gone for the hard tyre for stint 1. And Cosgrove's gone for the medium tyre as well, so possibly being held up a little bit by Bob. We've got Jambu in 4th. He's also on the hard tyre. Gene Marge on the mediums behind him. Is he making a move up the inside at Paddock Hill? Yes, he is. Jambu gives him plenty of space. G Marge then through to 4th position. T-shirt and stickers giving him extra brake horsepower this week. And Jambu then slots himself into 5th on those hard tyres, so he knows he can't defend too hard against the drivers on the mediums. Surfer into 6th then. He's on the medium tyre also. Purcell 7th, just a second back. He's on the hard tyre for stint 1. Punani, he's got himself a hard tyre as well in the McLaren, but under threat from Potter. Potter looking for the toe. Drafting up the back straight, now looking for the move. He's not able to do it, but starting to chop his way back through the pack is Potter up into 9th. What tyres is he on? Medium tyres for Potter in stint 1. All over the back end of Punani. Past Punani. The hill into Dingle through into 8th then for Potter. Punani 9th. Fat Picklesbro then in. Oh, Punani a little bit wide through there. Keeps it on track. Fat Picklesbro in 10th. He's gone for the hard tyre as well. Putting the pressure on Punani for that 9th though. CRT Millerman in the Mustang. Medium tyre, stint 1. John Raz. Oh, Bobby's getting rid of those hards ASAP. John Raz on the hard tyre as well, sitting in 12th. And TRG Obi-Wan. He's continuing on with his front end damage. Still sitting in 13th. 9.7 seconds down, unfortunately. Again, we are only 5 minutes into this long race, so plenty to play for. Unless you're trying to chase down from TNR Philo, obviously, and then, you know, it's in the hands of the gods. Rick 2, evening brother, how are you? Purple sector still from Philo. Medium tyres with absolutely no wear on them at the minute. Ben Cosgrove then with Bob's departure into the pits. He gets himself up into 2nd. Bob getting rid of his hard tyre early on. So medium tyres for the front 2 drivers, both Digital Car Culture team members. Surfer risking that grass. Potomac Pot up to 5th position. He's having a stompathon at the minute. He's just squished himself past Gene Marge and Purcell. What is he? 0.8 of a second back from Surfer. Just putting everything into this now. It's a great comeback early on. On to lap 5, and he's made up. Where were you? Well, you did end up kind of at the back. So from 12th, I would say, after Obi-Wan's little mistake as well. All over the back of Surfer now. It's on for Potter at the back straight. Gets a great exit out of there. Corvette versus Corvette. Potter's just had to take to the grass a little bit. Surfer Ev in the big red Corvette stays in front for now. Potter tries to come back down the inside. He's got the line. Oh, Surfer kind of came across Potter. Purcell having to smosh his way through. Oh, unfortunately. Potomac Pot's picked up damage as well. Oh, Potomac Pot, 2 nightmares early on then. So from 12th to 5th, from 5th to 8th, under pressure for the 8th position as well from Bob. A little bit of damage on board for him. Holding the inside line then as they come down the straight. Bob carrying good speed though. Can Bob run it around the outside? Yes, he does. So Potomac Pot just had his nose chopped off by Surfer Ev coming through there. Surfer unfortunately ended up wide and then couldn't get himself back on track. Pot was just hanging about as drivers were coming through. Philo then, 4.8 seconds up the road. You're taking the Michael now, my friend. Ben Cosgrove also got himself 4-second lead over Jambu. Third place driver in the BMW. Big gaps already in this race, only into lap 6. There is 14 seconds between the top 4. G Marge still tucked under the rear wing of Purcell's BMW. Picklesbro then up into 6th, 7th. Oh, Potter gets it wrong through there, spins it round again. Still 9th for Potter. CRT Millerman coming through here pretty quickly. Those going to close up on Potter before Clark Curve. Come down to 1.2 seconds. Potter in the pits then, getting rid of those medium tyres not as early as possible. Strategy is going to be all over the place now, I think, for Potter. Philo just comfortably driving around this circuit, as is Ben Cosgrove. Okay, G Marge, has he got himself past? No, the BMW just pulling ahead, holding on to that 4th position. G Marge 5th then. In the background we've got Fat Pickles and NRT Bobby battling it out for 6th. Bobby squeezes himself through. So Bobby 6th, Fat Pickles in 7th. Still nothing in it between these 4. Onto the grass then for Purcell. You can see just having to ease off the throttle through there. You can't put the gas on, otherwise around you go. Can't carry the speed out either. So Bobby gets past. G Marge goes through. Fat Pickles squeezes his way through as well, so he's up into 6th. Purcell now down to 7th position. Surfer Everett in the background. Sitting in 8th. CRT Millerman in 9th. Punani in 10th. He's only 2.3 back. Obi-Wan into 11th. Pot trying to drive that car a little bit too hard, maybe. Sitting in 12th. What tyres have you put on? The hard tyre. Got to be a little bit more careful as well now with that hard tyre on. Can't drive it quite as hard as he wants to. Just giving the soft tyre option for his final stint. And John Raz at the back of the pack on the hards. 15 seconds down. Nice livery though. I wonder who did that. So back up front then, TNR Philo. Still no pits for him. Comes across the line to start lap 9. Teammate losing a bit of time to him, 5.2 seconds down. Again, gap stretching back to, I'll say that Jambu just chucking himself in the pits out of 3rd then. G Marge stops out on the medium tyre. He's now 11.8 seconds back from the top 2 Ferrari drivers. See if G Marge can make anything of that. Bobby then up into 4th. Stopped lap 1, Bob, I think. Dropped those hard tyres. So pretty much mediums and softs to go for Bob for the rest of this race. Just a little purple sector from him then as well, so not doing too bad on those semi-worn mediums. What's he got through there? Another purple. You can take it all you want, Bob. You can take the fastest lap all you want, because TNR Philo's going to smash it. You know TNR Philo's going to have it at the end of the race. Oh, a little bit down there, Bob. Tiny bit slow out of Surtees. So Jambu came out the pits. He comes out on a fresh set of mediums in 7th. Millerman behind, under pressure from Fat Pickles, bro. yourselves on board for a little bit of that. So what's the gap? Just 0.7 of a second. Comes down a little bit through there to 0.6. Pickles was a little bit closer. Oh, it's a great move, but he's chucking himself in the pits anyway, so Fat Pickles out of that fight. Punani comes through to take that ninth off him, yet to stop as well for Punani. Fat Pickles in those pits. Potomac Pop then 11th. John Raz 12th. Oh, who've we lost? Who have we lost? Have we lost Obi-Wan? Let's have a quick flick through. Yes, we've lost Obi-Wan, unfortunately. TRG Obi-Wan has left the building. So, race leader Philo, 6.2 seconds lead. He can't do anything but get further and further away from second place driver. Ben also in the Ferrari, pulling more time from now third place G Marge. Oh no, that gap's come down a little bit. It was 11 point something. G Marge getting that down to 10.8. Still on those medium tyres, but he's got Bobby to worry about now as well. Bobby's closing up on G Marge. Oh, a little bit tight through there, Bob, but looking to keep it in a straight line. Loses a bit of time to G Marge as well due to that sideways action. Closes up now though. Gap at 0.7 of a second as they head into Surtees. Just in the slipstream range, too far back to make a move into Hawthorns at the top of the hill. Just bring that gap down slightly. Tyre wear on Bob's mediums just starting to show up then. So close, so close. So yeah, a lot of these turns, just got to be so careful you don't put a wheel on the grass. This one in particular is well renowned for catching some drivers out. We've seen a few drivers go backwards through there tonight already. So Bob still keeps the gap at 0.6. G Marge not making any mistakes for Bob to close that gap up. He says, as G Marge decides to chuck it on the grass. Why have you done that, G Marge? So gives the position to NRT Bobby. Decides he's going to go and wave to the crowd. Scrubs his tyres off through there as well. And now looks to hunt down Bobby, but now 2.5 seconds back. G Marge. Yeah, there's Obi-Wan leaving the room. Unfortunately, once he's out, he can't rejoin once the race is started, so a bit of a shame. G Marge, why G Marge? 3.2 seconds down. Purcell then in 5th, another 8.2 back. Jambu teammate in 6th, 4.4 seconds back. Surfer Ev in 7th, 3.3 back, under pressure from Millerman though. On board with Surfer, looking back at the Mustang. It's America versus America here, Corvette versus Mustang. CRT Millerman, 3.3 of a second back from Surfer. He gets a good exit out of there to Surfer. Pulls a 10th over CRT Millerman. Millerman closes up though into Paddock Hill Bend. He looks to make a move into Druids. Surfer Ed's gone defensive. A bit of front end damage as well for Surfer. Again, all over the back end of him for CRT Millerman. Still 0.3 of a second between these two. CRT Millerman needs a great exit out of here to try and make a move on Surfer. Here we go, the slipstream kicking in now. 0.2 of a second. There goes CRT Millerman. Runs it around the outside at Hawthorns as well. So takes that 6th position. Surfer Ev then into 7th. A lot more wear on Surfer's tyres though. So he's still got 3.4 back to Punani in 8th. So the 4.2 back to Purcell, who's come in for a fresh set of mediums. Fat Pickles has been in for a set of mediums as well. John Raz still on the hard tyre. Potomac Potts. Potomac Pot might be sitting this one out. So back up with race leader then. TNR Philo, 7.5 second lead over his teammate Ben Cosgrove. Bobby though closing the gap. That was 11.5 seconds. It's now at 9.5 seconds, 9.3. Bobby put those medium tyres on though on lap 1. Didn't even get round lap 1. He just came in the pits. Stuck the mediums on. G Marge then up into 4th, 5.9 seconds down. He's under no threat either. We've got Jambu down in, he's in 5th at 9.7 seconds back. CRT Millerman, we've just watched get past Surfer Ev. He's 7.9 seconds back from 5th. He's also gained 2 seconds from Surfer. So takes himself out of the danger zone. Punani closing that gap up. 3 seconds between those two. Fat Pickles then sitting in 9th, 5.6 seconds down. Purcell 10th. Big gaps out on this circuit now. 41 seconds back to John Raz, who has come in the pits now. Fresh set of mediums on board for him. Yeah, Potomac Pot seeing this one out in the pits by the looks of it. Half an hour remaining. Coffee reserves are at half levels. But losing temperature fast. Philo then comes in the pits, so he's getting rid of those medium tyres. Boy, he's sticking on Philo. Teammate Ben Cosgrove comes through to take race lead. Taking on board a chunk load of fuel as well for TNR Philo. So release now. He comes out on the soft tyre, which gives him the hard tyre at the end. So Ben Cosgrove on those mediums takes first. Bobby takes second. Again, taking that time down. Another second out of Ben's time, 8.2. Philo comes back out the pits in 3rd. A fresh set of racing softs on board, so should be able to put those to good use. He's got nobody really to fight his way past in front. He's got Bob. I mean, Bob's driving pretty quick, but I think with those soft tyres, Philo should be able to close that gap pretty quickly. Jambu then 4th, still another 11.4 seconds down. Surfer 5th, again still holding that damage. G Marge 6th, he's just been in the pits. He's on the hard tyre now for his middle stint. Punani on the hards in 7th. Fat Pickles Bro in 8th on the mediums. Soft tyres at the end for Fat Pickles. Purcell 9th on the mediums. CRT Millerman has gone for the hard tyre middle stint. John Raz, medium tyre, middle stint. Ben Cosgrove in the pits this lap. What's he going to come out on? Bobby and Philo go through. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. Soft tyres as well for Ben. Does keep himself out just in front of Jambu, but there's Jambu right behind him. Jambu on a semi-worn set of medium tyres though, so Ben Cosgrove shouldn't be under any threat from the 4th place man. But Bobby now leads this race. And both drivers have got to stop again. But Bobby got the slight advantage, he's got the soft tyre for his final stint, whereas Philo has only got the hard tyre. So he needs to make those softs work right now, get himself past Bob and start to try and make a bit of a lead. He's gaining time. The gap was 3 point something seconds when he came out the pits. He's already got it down to 1.7. There you go, purple sectors. Jambu, you're not having the fastest lap. Philo's having it, like he always does. So the gap down to 1.2 between TNR Philo and NRT Bobby. There you go. Fastest lap. 1:21.424 for Philo. Still brings himself closer to NRT Bobby, down to 0.9 of a second as they hit Druids. Idle 4, evening brother, how are you doing? Down through Graham Hill Bend then, still closing on Bob, 0.6 of a second the gap. Who's that in the background? Potter McPot back out on track. What happened? All over the back end of Bob here then. Philo goes for a move. Both drivers giving plenty of room. Philo carrying the speed though. Bob having to relinquish that position, is he? Are they going to run side by side through here? Oh my God, Bob, you're a maniac. Worn mediums versus fresh softs and pulling the gap as well. Great bit of driving, Bob. Very, very brave through those two turns to go side by side with TNR Philo, especially on worn mediums. Again, now Philo looking for a move down towards Clark Curve. Bob putting his car in just the right place. Philo then swatches it back to the inside. Bob, oh, he does just come across in front of Philo. He did have the space. Nowhere for Philo to go again then. Into Paddock Hill Bend. Can he get a good run into Druids? Bob chucks himself into the defensive position once more. Still Philo looking for a way through. Down towards Graham Hill again. Run down towards Surtees possibly. Again, Bob picks the defensive line. Philo looks at a different way through. Now can he get a good run up the inside here? Gets a great exit. All over the rear end of Bob. And this could be it, although that Lamborghini is running pretty damn fast. It's as they were, but the opposite way round this time. Bobby still holds that lead. Through here as well. Now Philo up the inside. He does get through. Potter McPot slots himself onto the back of this fight as well. This is where he should have been really. Taken out in lap 1, turn 1. All over the back end of NRT Bobby. So will still end up 12th place, Potter, because he's missed a few laps. So now Philo can make a break. 0.7 of a second he's got on those fresh soft tyres. Bob behind. Yes, those mediums screaming out in pain at the minute. I'm doing alright, Idle. I'm doing alright, mate. So Potter McPot not involved with the fight between Bobby and Jambu, just being involved in that fight. That's I think that's what Potter's doing. Jambu then sitting in 3rd position. He's 13.6 seconds down. Previous 2nd place position is sitting in 4th at the minute, 2.5 seconds back from Ben Cosgrove. Teammate with race leader Fat Pickles up into 5th. Again, plenty of laps left on those medium tyres, and he's got the soft tyre to go at the end. Surfer Ev 6, his tyres and fuel and front bumper screaming out at him. G Marge looking for a way past as well. G Marge on a couple of lap old hard tyres, but makes the move past Surfer Ev as they go into Surtees. Surfer Ev switching back up the inside though, side by side on the exit. G Marge kicking up the dirt as he gets a wheel on the grass. Who's going to win out up the hill? Side by side. Still side by side through there. G Marge actually backing off, allowing Surfer to come through to take 6th. Oh, Purcell! I was just about to say, Purcell looks like he was closing up on those two drivers and then decided to drift it through Hawthorns. Sitting in 8th then for Purcell, now going to put himself under pressure from 9th place CRT Millerman. 2.7 seconds the gap, but that will come down a little bit more. Punani just in the background as well, 2.6 seconds down, 2.5 seconds down. John Raz 31 seconds back, so has pulled a bit of time from previous stints. It was 44 seconds I think. Surfer Ev in the pits this lap. And then Potomac Potts 12th, so he has sat a few laps out as Potter. Where has TNR Philo managed to send himself? Or has he just got so far up the road that nobody can see him? Yes, he has. 4-5 second lead then on those soft tyres. Bob into the pits this lap, gets rid of the medium tyres. So Jambu should come through to take that second. Ben Cosgrove will take 3rd. Just a second between these two drivers as well. Gap still at a second. Ben Cosgrove not able to close up just yet. Bobby back out the pits in 4th then. He's gone for the soft tyre. That's his final stop done and done. 20 minutes left on the race clock. Has he made the right call? Let's see. 30 seconds down from race leader. 10 seconds down from 3rd place. Got 14-second gap back to Fat Pickles. Fat Pickles has still got to take another stop anyway. Philo then, 19 seconds lead. He has got another stop to take, but it will be very late on, I would have thought, when he sticks the hard tyres on. Jambu's 2nd then. Ben Cosgrove closing that gap up on him, 0.6 of a second. That's 0.3 as they hit this start-finish straight. In lap 23. Jambu going defensive. Can Ben Cosgrove switch one back up the inside here for Druids? He's got it done, I think. There it is, into 2nd for Ben Cosgrove. Jambu holds 3rd. But teammate TNR Philo is nowhere to be seen. Empty track in front of Ben Cosgrove. Got a couple of back markers to wheedle his way past when they eventually catch up to them. The race leader is 21 seconds up the road. There he is. As long as he doesn't put it in the wall at turn 1. It's looking good for TNR Philo tonight. I wonder if the guys over at DCC are paying attention. Your boys driving well in this series. They've had some disasters, don't get me wrong, as some of the other drivers have. Jambu then, can he? No, he can't stick with Ben Cosgrove, not with those warm mediums. Ben also got to do the hard stint at the end though. So we'll see how it plays out. Bobby slowly closing up. Half a second he's taken out of race lead. But he's taken, obviously, 10 seconds back from Jambu. He's now 6.4, so 3.5 seconds he's taken out of Jambu. He's just got to try and make those tyres last for the rest of this race. Purple sectors, but then decides to drive on the grass. What have we got? 16.5 minutes remaining. Just under half a tank of coffee. Still drinkable temperature. Just. It's going to be cold before the end of the race. Right, that's enough of you, Bob. Fat Pickles Bro then 17.8, oh sorry, 70, or it is 17.8 seconds down in 5th. Again, got to take a last stop for those soft tyres. G-Marge another 7 seconds back. Jambu in the pits this lap. Soft tyres on board for Jambu, I think, for his final stint. So G-Marge at 6, he's got the hard tyre on, he'll be ditching those for the softs. Perzel's 7th, almost out of fuel, so he'll be in probably the end of this lap. Yes, I don't think he'll make another one. And in he comes then, Perzel from 7th into the pits. Only coming through to take that off him, as will CRT Millerman. Possibly Surfer Ev, maybe even John Raz. Maybe even. John Raz in 11th, 38 seconds. Potter McPot in 12th, just in front of him. Not had a great race tonight, Potter. Punted in turn 1, lap 1. Spun it round at Dingle Dell. Yeah, not a great night for Potter. Starting to stretch again then, Philo, on those semi-worn soft tyres. 22.7 seconds from teammate Ben Cosgrove. A little bit of front end damage on there for Ben. What have you done wrong? Bobby then bringing that gap down. 5.1 seconds between himself and that second position. Again, both the drivers in front have got to take another stop. Bob hasn't. Jambu, who came in the pit, so he has got the soft tyre on for his final stint. We'll see what he can do with those. He is, well, he's putting in purple sectors for starters. He's 45 seconds down from race lead, 16 seconds down from Bob. So if he's 45 seconds down from race lead, he is about 22 seconds down from Ben. So could possibly take that position when Ben comes in the pits. I don't think he's close enough to get Philo. We'll see. G-Marge then 5th position. Hard tyres still for G-Marge. Get rid of those, stick the softs on. He's got a 9-second gap over the next McLaren driver in 6th of Punani. Fat Pickles just in the background, a second back on those soft tyres. Piling the pressure on the Punani now. 0.7 of a second between 6th and 7th. And closing up. G-Marge does come in the pits now then. Punani Punani still holding that position from Fat Pickles. But for how much longer? Closing up again then, Fat Pickles into Druids all over the rear end of that McLaren. Just 0.3 of a second as they exit Druids. Down through Graham Hill, still nothing in it between these two. Fat Pickles in a great place to get the position up here. Switches sides, back up the inside of Punani. Who's going to win out here? Punani then holds on to it for now. Fat Pickles still looking for a way through. Not quite able to get the run out of there. Up the hill. Backs off on the way in. Doesn't want to stick it on the grass and chuck it all away in this fight with Punani. Again, gets a great exit out of there. Punani getting a little bit squiffy, so loses that position to Fat Pickles. Fat Pickles comes through to take that 5th position. Soft tyres though, it wasn't going to last for long. Punani chucks himself in the pits anyway. So he's not going to be under any threat of getting that position back. Then with his 25.5 second lead from teammate Ben Cosgrove. Gap between 2nd and 3rd down to 1.3 seconds. Bob could be on for a win here. Bob could very easily be on for a win. Again, Ben Cosgrove and Philo in front have both got a pit. I mean, Bob looks like he's going to get the position off of Ben before that anyway, depending how hard Ben drives that Ferrari in front. He's going to have to come in at the end of this lap anyway. He's struggling with tyres. Bob all over the back of him as they come through Graham Hill. He keeps himself in that position. He's going to be in a good position to make a move down Pilgrims and into Hawthorns. Here we go then, let's see what he's got. Wrong driver. Maybe a little bit too far back down the hill then. Closes up on Ben Cosgrove. Again, nowhere to go. Ben Cosgrove just holds the racing line through there. You can see all the details on the back of Ben Cosgrove's car. Bob then almost pushing him through here. Bumper to bumper, piling that pressure on the 2nd place driver. Through Sterling's then out of there. Just keeping himself in check. We are going to see Ben Cosgrove in the pits this lap though. So there's Ben chucking himself out of that fight. MRC Bobby then takes 2nd position, 27.7 seconds down from TNR Philo. We will see where Ben Cosgrove comes out, how far back from Bobby is, and that will give us a gauge on how long TNR Philo is going to have to come in the pits for. On board with the race leader now, his fuel gauge absolutely empty. Why wouldn't you change camera? 27.5 second lead at the minute for TNR Philo over NRT Bobby. We've still got 8.5 minutes left to race on those semi-worn softs as well. So Jambu up into 3rd position on the semi-worn softs. Ben Cosgrove back out the pits on the hard tyre, 6.5 seconds down. It's going to be hard push to close that gap and take it off of Jambu. Philo in the pits now then. Where's Bob? A little way back. Himself within touching distance, or no, Philo being released from the pits now. What's the gap going to be? Bob's going to be carrying good speed down here. So Philo back out the pits with a 9-second lead over NRT Bobby. He's on that hard tyre though, the slower of the three, obviously. MRC Bobby on a worn set of mediums, one set of softs. Ghost Rider, evening brother, how you doing? Tony, how you doing, mate? Sorry I missed the race, we're still working, no problem. Lots of love, biggins. Aww. Oh, ain't that nice? Right, can Bob close this gap down then? 7 minutes remaining. Gap down to 8.1 seconds. Soft versus hard tyre. A little bit of wear on Bob's though. Jambu in that third position. Still under no threat from Ben Cosgrove in fourth. 7.8 seconds down. He's also on that hard tyre for his final stint. Fat Pickles comfortable enough in fifth that he can drift it round Graham Hill Bend. He's got 11.6 seconds back to G Marge. G Marge out on that soft tyre for the final stint. Got Surfer Ev not that far behind him, but Surfer's got to come in for fuel. He's going to have to change those beaten up softs as well. So Purcell 8th then. Soft tyres on board for him. 3.7 back from Surfer, but again Surfer's got a pit, so we'll make that position up. Punani just in the background as well, 2.7 seconds back. Looks like he might get that position off of Surfer. 2.7 seconds back in 9th. CRT Millerman 8.6 back in 10th. John Raz 49.7 seconds back in 11th. And Potter McPot 12th position. But fastest lap of the race, Potter. 1:21.195. Still don't discount, oh no, well, maybe not. I think Philo's done and dusted now. He's on the hard tyre. I don't think he'll be able to put a fastest lap in on those. He's also losing more time to Bob. 7 seconds the gap down to. 5.5 minutes remaining. Coffee reserves empty, but still just drinkable temperature, so we're good. We should last the 5 minutes, people. Bob, can you get this done? 6.6 seconds. I don't think that gap's coming down as quickly as it needs to. Again, Philo's, like I say, he's going to be struggling a little bit on those hards. But they are a fresh set versus Bob's worn softs. Gap still at 6.5 seconds, so definitely not coming down anywhere as quick as Bob would like. 4.5 minutes remaining of this race. It was a damn good effort, Bob, but I'm going to predict that you end up in second. Sorry, Bob. Just the way it's going to be. Unless Philo spins it round and sticks it in the wall, I think he's on for the win here. He's looked comfortable all race, as Philo. Oh, commentator's curse. Maybe the hard tyre catching him out. Maybe it's not just commentator curse. But the gap is down 4.7 seconds. Bob will have seen that. He'll be slobbering and drooling at the mouth. There'll be probably beads of sweat running down his forehead. 3.5 minutes remaining. 4.5 seconds the gap. And almost be able to see him. Let's get ourselves on board for a little bit of... There he is. Keep it in a straight line, Bob. 4.5 seconds the gap. There is TNR Philo just going through Surtees. On board with second place driver NRT Bobby. Looking to close that gap up. Does take a little bit wide there for Bob. He's going to lose a bit of time. So he had taken another 3/10 out of Philo. He's just lost another 10th with that off-road excursion. But that Ferrari definitely starting to look a little bit bigger in Bob's view. 2.5 minutes remaining. They will see 2 laps then. Gap Still at 4.2. Bob not going to be able to close this down, I don't think. Really starting to struggle. The wear really showing on Bob's tyres. Philo still nothing showing on his hards. A couple of back markers to work his way through, but that shouldn't be too much trouble. The boys are well aware of the blue flag rules, so we'll see. It is CRT Millerman, and oh, there we go. These two battling it out for position. This could cause some issues for Philo here. If he's slowed down by these two having a bit of a battle. Oh. Where is Bob? The gap down to 3.6. Philo coming through. Surfer Ev just backing off the throttle there, allowing the first place man to come through. Still 3.6 seconds between the top two. That's a damn good effort, Bob. Like I say, I don't think there's a don't do it, Bob. Oh, there is. Yeah, there is. I didn't think there was a meter marker left standing on this circuit, but there is through Clark Curve. So the gap at 4 seconds as they come through to start this final lap. TNR Philo has led from start to finish. Apart from the pit windows, obviously, when there's been a little bit of chopping and changing. So very comfortable win for TNR Philo here. Bobby 4.3 seconds down, just 15 seconds left on the race clock. Oh, Bob, don't put it in the wall now. I mean, you've got a fair old bit of time behind you, but Jambu could have that off you if you get a bit of damage. So we have got drivers waiting at the line to cross it. We'll stick ourselves on with TNR Philo. George Marge coming across the line then to take 6. Got a couple of drivers just in front who are going to cross the line before Philo. CRT Millerman possibly being one of those. Punani takes 7th, Purcell takes 8th. CRT Millerman take 9th, just in front of TNR Philo. Yes, there it is then, takes the win. 5 seconds in the end over NRT Bobby. Bobby 16 seconds over Jambu. Yeah, some good racing. Stretched out in the middle. Always does in these in the Enduros. Always seems to get a little bit sort of boring in the middle, if you like. A bit lax, nothing going on. And all kicks off again right at the end. So Jambu takes 3rd. Ben Cosgrove is going to come home for 4th. Side by side with Potter, so Ben Cosgrove 4th, Fat Pickles is going to take 5th, right into the camera. G Marge 6th, Punani 7th, Purcell 8th, CRT Millerman 9th, Surfer Ev 10th, John Raz 11th, and Potter McPot 12th. Yes, and unfortunately we lost TRG Obi-Wan in that one. Not sure what happened, but he was in the lobby for a while, so there it is, round 9 of MRCs, or Mature Racing Club's Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League. That was the Pro League you were watching with me. If you wanted the Pro-Ams, tough, you missed it. It was over on CJ's channel on Twitch. That's CJW Racing. Big shout out to the boys at Team Oliver Racing as well for backing this. Stuart and Michael over there. Big shout out to the boys at Digital Car Culture. Big shout out to everyone at We Are Driven, Archie's Journey, Mature Racing Club boys, lobby hosts, Bob. Why not? So that is about it for tonight. Great racing at the end there. Fortunately, Bobby not able to close up enough to take the win off of TNR Philo. We'll see what happens next week, but points will be still pretty close when they come in next week. Pav, evening, brother. How are you doing, my friend? Long time no see. Or here. Right, so tomorrow night, this is what we got coming up. It's Archie's Journey Mazda Challenge night tomorrow night. Sardinia, I think we're at Sardinia Sea in the Mazdas. A little bit of fun in those feisty little cars. Friday night, we've got the next round of GTTCC, also from Mature Racing Club. Nothing Saturday night, and then we've got the Tanso Boys and the Ford Focus Cup on Sunday. I don't even know whether I don't even know if we've still got. Don't think so. I don't think there's a 9 o'clock race from the P1 Boys Sunday. I need to double check that myself. But it could be 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock on Sunday, or it could just be 8 o'clock. We'll see. But then back Monday, 8:30 for the Tanso Boys again and the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. And unfortunately, nothing on Tuesday. The Clash of the Teams has finished. Really good series that was. Well put together by the GTHR and IGTSH boys. All the intro videos and track guides and points, and yeah, really well put together, I've got to say. But that's finished, unfortunately. So after that, it's same time, same place next week for round 10 of Mature Racing Club's Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. Hope you've liked what you've watched. If you want to help my channel out, you can do it in 2 or 3 ways. You can get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/darksmoker and drop me a little donation on there, or if you fancy a shirt, you can get yourselves onto darksmoker@googlemail.com and give me a shout. Shirts are 22 quid each plus 1 free sticker. Them's the stickers. Or stickers are £3 a pair if you want some of those. So hit me up on darksmoker@googlemail.com or get a hold of me on the Facebook page if you want some of that stuff. Other than that, I hope you like what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe, share it out. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.